Day 38. I actually am still baffled that that went down as well as it did, honestly. I kind of can't believe it. If I'm being honest, I sort of cannot believe that that worked. Let's see what we got. We got, and the many shells cried out one word: manager. Have we had that one? I feel like we might have done. She was so sad she had to leave her dear friends behind, so she came up with a brilliant idea. That sounds not great. From Break and Root, I don't think we've heard of any of these. I think these are all new. I think every single one of these is new. I don't remember hearing a single one of these. I'm kind of tempted with this one. This one sounds the funnest. Then again, so does this one. So I mean, this is one of those like absolute shot in the dark. Just because these, one thing that's annoying me, well, not annoying me, but is scaring me, is that I haven't heard of any of these, which is making me think all of these must be fucked. Like, if it might be a case where these are all completely fucked, and it's like, hey, by the way, you're on day 38. Have an absolutely fucked up thing to deal with. I think we'll go with this one. It's between this one and the middle one, I think. This one, I don't like it when they say the word manager. That one's not for me, honestly, to be honest, because, you know, they're directly mentioning me. Let's go with let's go with... Nah, fuck it, let's go with this one. Enoch? Have you ever heard of the Nest? I hear they throw a festival every single day there. I want to dance, Enoch. I want to stomp my feet and let happiness take over my body. Lisa, if you take the time to look around here, it's quite nice too. But if we aren't allowed to go anywhere, Carmen just wants to keep us confined. She's a good person. I hope you'll open up to her soon. I don't want to get to know anyone else. All I want is to know you. I can't promise to be next to you forever. There's a lot of things that I've been mulling over for quite a while, and I thought I may find some answers for them here. Some of my thoughts may be so absurd the answers to them might not exist at all. Or, even if the answers do exist, they might vanish too soon. But in the process of searching for those answers, I will be able to cast off my shell. Then I can fly away at last, leaving my heavy body behind. Sometimes I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know where you want to go, but promise me you'll take me with you. Oh, A is here, so I guess we gotta go now. It's gonna get dark and cold soon. Let's head inside. Yeah, soon. Soon cold days will come. Even though I never had thought of them as family or someone that I needed to care for, I made my job to bring the children back home, to ease Carmen's busy schedule. I see them, those young kids running towards me, those children who survived the outskirts, the two we saved. Damn. I thought I could do it on my own. I wanted to show Tiferet how mature I became when he got back one day, but there was no end to the disappointment, and Tiferet never got any better. I couldn't stand the silence without an answer, so I thought I'd rather hide my disgust and guilt as I was so used to, as if the feelings never existed in the first place. But whenever I see Tiferet's empty smile, my heart feels as if it were being covered in dark ash, while scattered into millions of pieces. I knew Tifereth could never go back to how he used to be. I was aware that we could never return to the happy days we spent together, but I was about to abandon Tifereth just because it was too hard for me to endure, all while knowing he was the one who suffered the most. Tifereth, are you done with all your busy work? We're going to be late. Let us get going. The sun will set soon. Please hurry, Lisa. Right. My name was Lisa once. Tifereth doesn't remember his name anymore, but from time to time he calls me by my cast-off name. What did Tifereth want out of all of this, even after sacrificing himself? What was he waiting for, even when he was being discarded? Was it all worth it? I don't know. I've never ever held any expectations in my life. But I'll try counting on you now. I want to believe that there's a reason for every sacrifice that was made, and to know that eventually everything will be okay. Germinating seed of life, the expectation for the meaning of existence. I had wanted to free myself from the pain, but I realized it was impossible. It was only recently that I found my answer. It is that I have to accept the pain as something I've borne from the beginning, then I can be set free. Manager, if you're suffering too, just take in the pain and accept it. You don't have to keep changing things if it's too hard for you. I know you want to keep pressing on in any way possible. You feel lost and scared of the present, so all you could do was blindly trace along the way through the dark. I admired such determination at first. But now, you look so pathetic. How long do you think you can keep this up? Will you ever make it to the end? That is how I feel every day playing this game. Thankfully, you've been collecting energy ever since your first day here, never missing a single day. That's not true. There was a couple of days I missed. My role is to encourage you to collect the proper amount of energy each day, sometimes by nagging, sometimes by encouraging you with praise. It must have been hard to adapt to the corporation, but you tried your best to extract the energy, along with bearing the numerous sacrifices along the way. It was also my role to butter you up with plain words, to help you avoid sinking into the pit of guilt. This part was particularly irritating, because you being your nanny wasn't in my programming, but we were still able to fulfill our roles anyhow. You might have noticed this earlier, if you ever took a moment to look deeper into this company, but the pipelines used to transmit energy to the outside haven't worked for a long time. Right now they're very rusty. This means the energy collected from our branch is excluded from the total energy collected by LobCorp. Isn't it fascinating? Don't be too upset. I'm not saying all the energy you collected is for nothing. Well, now there is one more thing for you to find out. Where does all that energy go? Welcome, eh? I missed you dearly. I've been waiting for you ever since the first day I started working here. Do you remember this ocean? You said this place is where everything from all rivers and streams eventually settle. As such, oh, Hockmer's bee! As such, at the lowest level layers everything stinks. What do you think of this heaven, painted laboriously white with plaster? I knew you would come here soon. Please, think of it as my welcoming gift to you. I figured that what you longed to see may have been something else than what I have become now. Time is like a scythe. It relentlessly attempts to trim, divide, and cleave in twain the clasped together hands of those you love. Everyone I had loved is now gone, leaving me, a tired old man, behind. Please do not blame yourself. Back then we were the brightest moments of my life. The only thing I regret to this day is that I was too scared. I ran away without keeping my abiding promise to you till the very end. However, you eventually found me, and helped me fulfill my promise here. How can I ever be more thankful than I am right now? You're just too kind to me, kind to the very end. The growth of each employee here is based on the 4 virtues. For such growth is directly applied in reality. I wonder what limit to them lies. First, fortitude comes from strength, forebodance, and instinctive desire. No one knows if that aspiration will become a power to protect everyone or a weapon to satisfy one's own greed. Clear day 3 with 3 or more employees with fortitude is 100 fortitude is 100, or I'm guessing the next word would be higher. So it's maxed out essentially. We'll put this over here. Oop. Tipper with synchronization complete. The base number of bullets is increased by 30%, and pale shield bullets are unlocked. Oh, cool. Pale. Oh, I never actually considered that. That I never got a pale shield bullet. Interesting. Cool. Don't know how useful that'll be, but cool. I imagine it'd be more useful against Aleph level stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. I wish the bullet... Did it say we get more bullets? Did it say they're more effective? I think it said we got more bullets, right? Kind of wish it just made the bullets I had more effective, because I never use all the bullets. We're going to look at some stuff and rearrange people, because we're going to have to put these guys in here now. Right. Both of these should be doable, both these missions. This one will... this one will be... This one's pretty easily doable. I've not considered them. I want to test that actually. Do I have to do that in one day? Sure, someone random in there. Alfie, you can go back to work in here. What? I mean, oh yeah, there needs to be someone at each of them. I mean, I think you're new, aren't you? You mean Isabella both new there. We could just leave Azuri and Amber in there. Now let me move you back as well. We'll do like that. Well, actually, where's Clayco? Over there. You know what? We'll move you up here. And put you like down here. No, yeah, down here. There we go. Right. Let's have a look. Okay, so we got 14. Extraction team here or... Yeah, I wonder if this will carry over. Most missions don't. That's the issue. Is does this want me to extract 5 in a single day? Because extracting 5 of these in a single day will be quite difficult. Because... Like, for example, there's 2 there. 1 there. Trying to think. 'Cause we had some people obviously die with weapons and stuff. But it's like... Realistically... Okay, 2. So I can do 2. Actually, no, yeah, because I extracted the sword yesterday. So it looks like it does. It looks like it only counts weapons you extract in one go. So this mission isn't doable today, but might be doable tomorrow. Is where we've landed at with this, because I obviously can't do it today. There's no way for me to get this stuff. Which means I should save extracting ego gifts for tomorrow. We should try and get one of these that we can get. I mean, ideally this, but I mean, the problem is I'm gonna need to let right. We need to hire a couple of new people. I think we might be at the point where. Like, this kind of person is who we need. We need, like, people that are already level 5 when they join. Because I'm also going to upgrade her temperance. Yeah, that's fine. This might be a case of just going in and seeing how we get on, to be honest. Kinda, there's not really much point in putting people in the training team anymore. Because, like, while they get faster XP in here, we're sort of at the point... Yeah, actually, we're going to do that. We'll move Dia down here. We're kind of at the point where having people in the training unit is kind of pointless, because they're coming in with so many, and I have so many log points. That there's not much reason. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot we got this. Type power adjusting SP states. So if we got someone that has a lot of SP. Ideally, one of our better soldiers, right? We want to have this. Someone like Nicole could be good for this. Ooh. We're looking for someone that has like a really high SP. I thought Alfie did, but apparently not. Clark could be alright. I don't think there's anyone up here. Nah, none of these guys. I think this might go on Summer, you know. A Summer on Nicole. I'm thinking Summer, and then we give Nicole the sword. Yeah. Summer gets this, and then Nicole, you can have the sword. Oh yeah, and then we've got Cobalt Scar to give out as well. Actually, what did Barfy's weapon do? Barfy's weapon's black. So we have a black and a white. So we need to hand out the Cobalt Scar, which is a red weapon. We'll keep Azuri with his combo. Amber's obviously got that. We got Forense with that. Susan's got this, which is a very good weapon. Does anyone have like a really good... We kind of need someone with a good defensive weapon to take this. Alyssa's new. Alyssa can take one of our he weapons. In fact, you can take this sword. Alyssa, and we'll give you a weapon. Don't worry about it. We do need someone to take the Cobalt Scar. It might be an Alfie weapon actually, because these guys all have. You have a ranged weapon. Does Cobalt Scar have a thing? Okay. Yeah, fuck Alfie, you take it. And then we got one of these though now. We got a gun. Someone up here should probably have one of these white guns. Someone like Yum Yum. Yum Yum, you can have this. There we go. Perfect. Right, now you all have weapons. Ego suits. We don't have any new Aleph ones. We do have this to give out. I'm a bit wary of giving this out just because of the weakened black. I might give it to someone in the middle actually, since it heals. Anyway, you know what, Alyssa, you're new. You can have this. We need to give it to someone, and everyone else kind of already has their armor. I can't really bother going around and giving out new armor. So Alyssa, there you go. You've only just joined, but you get the nice thing. Anyway, I think we just go. Yeah, let's just go. I think today's gonna be a rough one, so we're gonna just go in. Right, what's this? Oh, this is the new thing. What level is it? Oh, it's an Aleph level. Okay, good. Good to know. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to decide early on what order I want to release them in. Because there's no point in me doing this at the end of the day. This is the first thing. There's literally no point in me doing this at the end of the day. I may as well do it. You know, at some point I should probably just send Barfy in here to do that now, because she's probably stronger than Hannah. There's like her... It's going to be like... When we get this third set of Aleph level ego stuff, it's going to be like that JJK meme with the like three strongest people in history. We're going to have Barfy, Hannah, and whoever I decide to give the other one to, just like probably Amber, to be honest, just like fighting over who's the strongest. Right, so the only Aleph level abnormality I've ever had escape is this guy. I know how fucked this guy is, which makes him dealable with. So realistically, what I need to do is make him the last one. So I need to release 2 of them. I don't know what this one does, which might make it easier to release. I know that's stupid. This seems like it'd be a white one. I know that's kind of a stupid thing to say, but like I don't know what this one does, and I have no indication of how to set it free. So if I just like throw shit at the walls until something sticks, we might be alright. I know to like normal people that probably doesn't make any sense, but like to me that makes perfect sense. Anna, you moved through the facility fucking quick. Oh, we're doing alright on this. Seems like another one that's not that... Oh, it does a lot of damage. It does also happen to do white damage. Okay. Good to know. So the question here is... And the work result was bad. The problem is it does black damage, and it does quite a bit of black damage. So getting it to have a bad result will do a lot of damage to someone. Yeah, like, getting someone to actually get a bad result here is difficult without having them die. And obviously Barfi's healing her SP repeatedly. And then this one has the problem of... Okay, we're gonna restart. I forgot we had a strat. I forgot we had a strat thought of for this. Which was fucked, but we did have a strat. It was to hire these guys and then just send them in, right? So Haru here can just go work on this and it'll instantly kill her. From what I understand. That's so fucked up. And then same with this one. You stay there. Everyone who's on these lower floors, they're like my stronger soldiers, and London, you go down here. Except for Azuri. Yeah, the utility of Azuri is still nice to have, but... Right. Let's find out what this does. Now, what I'm worried about... Yeah, okay. Is that it would do something like this. Oh, what did it do? Oh, okay. Okay, that's not good. Oh, so it is just pulling in. Okay, so this is fine. Oh, that's a lot of white damage. Okay, but they do seem capable of taking it out. Right, okay, so they are capable of taking it out. That's good. Okay, right. I think I can do this then. Okay, yeah, this is doable then, because essentially all I need to do now is have Hannah deal with... that, because I know she can do that. I think we need some more new people as well. For the science, we need new people. So 2 of them are gonna get fed to this thing. So I basically just need censored to escape here, so I can test it. Oh, this one can just... Nicole, you can just go and... Oh! Ah, my ears. I apologize for that. Barfy, can you go and hit this thing? Because, I mean, it did just fucking... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait, what? Okay, it is quite strong. Hannah, maybe go try suppress them. I don't really know how we don't really have a way of suppressing Barfy. This is going to be the problem here. Might struggle. We are honestly gonna struggle. Oh wait, we don't need to, because we can fire the SP bullets at her. Nope, that didn't work. It was worth the shot though. The little smaller sensors. Okay, she is completely resisting all the white damage. I hadn't considered this. She does have a piece of equipment on that basically fully resists all white damage. Barfy, I need you to slow down. I need you to go a lot slower than you are. Oh no. Okay, I know Hannah's dead. How did... well, her spirit. Oh my god. Okay, so she would be able to win this. In a 1v1, she beats this thing. It's just... right, okay, good to know. In a 1v1, she wins. It's just... okay, right. Does this give SP? I think it does, right? Oh, it's HP and attack speed, right? Hannah, go grab this. Hannah wins in a 1v1. Turns out Hannah is stronger than Barfy. I do need Barfy to not have a mental breakdown. That is the problem there. Hilariously, one of the optimal things for me to do might be to make her go and interact with the skin prophecy to make her white resistance weaker. Diego, interact with that, just so that it's not getting jealous. I kind of wish the magical girl would trigger earlier. It's only come out and helped, like, when everything's been absolutely fucked. Which, like, obviously makes sense from a gameplay point of view, really. Right, Hannah, you go down here. You guys be ready for when, like, the smaller sensors come through. And then Hal, you go in here and die. I apologize, Hal. Hannah, you're not fine. Like, I give you a black shield, like. In hindsight, actually, it only deals damage if something is, like, right next to it. So I can send someone in that has a gun. And that, I forgot to give, no, I didn't forget to give you a weapon. I can send someone that has a gun and they'll be completely fine. He says. So sure that that's how it's gonna work. Who has the best gun? Amber. If this is what suppressing Aleph level abnormalities, like, involves, it's not the end of the world. Like, no, okay, he literally walked in the room, saw it, and shot himself. Maybe just being in the room with them does. Okay, yeah. It looks like entering the room with it damages your sanity. Because Amber gave the hopeless effect, which I assume is like a debuff. This is how it works in Limbus, is like people get buffs and debuffs. So I wonder if it's like in Limbus, where... Oh, with Amber hit, these two can just take this thing out. Look at them go. And it doesn't even get to split because... Okay, right. Hannah, you're such a fucking badass. I apologize because you are going to now need to go up here. Why is it still playing the music like something bad's happening? I know it's like the trumpet music. Okay, I need everyone in the facility to basically go to the middle of the facility then. I think even with like these guys, it just makes sense for me to have everyone go down here. Except for Hannah, obviously. Hannah obviously needs to be up here to stop this when this happens, but... we might just not interact with this for today, honestly. Right. Everyone's here. Everyone who works in this department, go back to this department. Actually, no, it's fine. Everyone can stay here, because realistically, all I'm doing is sending these two to their death. I can tell the other one to go over here as well, just so that they're over there. So what's gonna happen is... it's gonna kill her, then it is immediately gonna teleport somewhere. I need to work out where it's gonna end up. Ah, it's... Ah, it's there. Alright, go, 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 go. Doesn't really matter, actually, because once it starts pulling people in... Like, it's about to... Yeah. Who the fuck is Delaney? And why are they dead? Oh, wait. That was one of the... That was the new person, right? Yeah, they probably died because the pulsing damage. Oh, okay, they count as being dead when they're there, but they don't actually... like, disappear until... Okay, right. But that's fine. Oh my god, wait, what the fuck? Why did that happen? Wait, what happened? Why did that... Was that Zuri? I swear to god it was Zuri, wasn't it? Because he'll have shot someone and they'll have instantly panicked. Okay, note to self, don't send a Zuri. Don't, I forgot. I somehow fucking forgot to not send a Zuri to these things. I think this might genuinely be a case of only the people... Oh, because I'll have sent Delaney last time, right? I think this is a case of do this first, honestly, as well. Oh, Horror having to go all the way up here to... I mean, Hannah having to go all the way up here to grab this. And then go all the way over here to get this debuff, to get this buff. Is there any other setup I need to do? I mean, I may as well kill one of them now, right? We're gonna do this one first. Now that I know that this one isn't that hard to trick. Oh no, I can't, because... I think that guy'll instantly die, but we'll find out. I wish, and this might be by design, but I wish there was more of a way to, like, control almost where... Like... where you could go down. The fact that there's only this, like, main shaft that you can go down is a little bit... annoying, and then like the way that you have to go down here, and then there's not going to be a lift here, so it means to get here you're gonna have to... I think it is by design, because it's to kind of like keep people separated off, right? It's so that you can't... If you could just go anywhere from anywhere, it'd be kind of easy, not easy, but like it'd be fairly easy to just ignore a lot of the mechanics. Somewhere, I didn't mean to see there. I meant to put it here. Yeah, I think this is a case of do this first, honestly. I trust that it won't kill that many people that quickly. I don't know if it'll immediately kill. I mean, yeah, they're shooting it, so it's obviously appeared here. You need to not be in here. You need to go somewhere else, like over here. In fact, I can just put people on suppression duty here. You're all on suppression duty. You can stay up there. You're on, you're not. Amber. You're not. Anyone who's got, like, decent white resistance can come and be in the room with it. Although I don't think it can take white damage. Yeah, so there's not really any point in me sending him. I'll send Yuri, though. Yuri might do alright. Ara, you can stay up there. Hunter, you come down. You can stay up there, and you can stay up there. Okay, right. Yeah, so the pulses get worse and they get larger. Okay, Delaney did die. She went insane, right? Okay, how also? Okay, so we probably do have to do this in the other order. So while these guys are able to sort of combat the insanity that comes from... Okay, so while these guys are kind of able to overcome the insanity that comes from this, the new people are not. I don't think any of the new people lived, right? No, none of them did. Oh! I guess we work on this, because I don't have a way of letting this thing out without killing someone, essentially. Because the only way it gets free is if someone goes crazy in there, right? At which point they're probably dead. Like, if someone goes crazy inside of that thing, they're probably dying. Unless I can find a way to get a bad work result without... without someone dying. I can't send Hannah in, otherwise Hannah would be the perfect person to do that with. Because essentially, if I could get... if I can get Barfi to get a bad work result with Censored, without it... it obviously can't kill her is the problem. And you can't SP bullet someone while they're inside of an abnormalities cage. I think Barfi would be fine. Like, I think as long as she doesn't get below, like, a... yeah, I think as long as Barfi doesn't get, like, below... like, 13 or so. Why is it still playing the music like someone's escaped? Or is that just, like, 2 Aleph level abnormalities have gotten out, so it's like, hey, by the way, guys, this is fucked. I think that's what it is. I think this is, like, the first trumpet is still going off. And it's like, oh, yeah, also, like, as opposed to the game, 3 people have died. Yeah, so I think if I send Barfi in here, and get her to do attachment work, And I don't think this works, but I'll give her a black shield just in case it does. No, the shield breaks the second they enter the room. It might have protected her sanity for a moment. The thing is her this'll heal her, and her suit should also be healing her of her sanity. So as long as she's not taking too much black damage, her sanity levels should stay at like a manageable amount. The issue is to get a bad on this, you have to get below 16, which means yeah, she's gonna have to fail a lot of these in a row. No. I now need her to go in and fail more. I mean, it's not at the end of the world, because, like, I need the encephalon boxes from this thing anyway. So it's like... Can't send you in with a 40% while you're that low on HP, like... I am just kind of hoping she doesn't take too much damage. There's a world where on a 40%, she takes like 10 of these back to back. It's not likely to happen. But like there was a world where she takes too many of these like in quick succession. And this thing gets out like instantly. Okay, that's what I want to check. Actually, the other problem is... Oh, actually, I hadn't considered this. My other problem now is... Do you reckon when it gets loose, it counts as a separate modifier? Because if when it gets loose... we'll just have to test it. Like, there's no pussyfooting around this. Like, there's no one else I can send in that would even have a chance. My worry is it gets free, and then, because it has that, like, thing where it seems to cut someone, it seems to do, like, a chunk of sanity damage, just, like, looking at it. Buffy, I need you to stop succeeding. For fuck's sake! Wait, it didn't carve a chunk off her... Yeah, it didn't carve a chunk off her sanity this time. Stop succeeding, I swear to God. You're at like minus 30% chance to succeed. How are you doing this? You're supposed to be failing at least one of these, like, at least make it look difficult. Right, the clever's not done. Cool, I have to send someone in here anyway. Not that it fucking matters, Buffy probably just kill it, like fucking do it anyway. Apparently, Buffy will just fucking succeed at... With a 50% chance, she'll just do every single one. I don't think these percentages can be right. Or I think she's getting like a buff when she... Yeah, I think something is giving her a buff. Actually, how many Kevlar boxes the max here? 32, and we got 19. That's about 50-50. I suppose this is exactly what I was saying the other day, is like percentage-wise, that's not that crazy. Oh my god, I can't believe how long in this day I'm going to have spent trying to get the crazy murder thing to come out and try to murder people. I say people, it's not even people, it's just the one person that apparently can just, you know, you put them in on a 50 and they roll 9 in a row every single time. Come on, fail, fail, fail. I need you to fail like 5 in a row. I know. Ah! Yeah, something's fucked with the percentages. There's no way that they're right. Something's wrong with them. Because statistically, I've sent people in with chances that are lower than this, and like they've done worse, like, or like better. Like, I know, like, that's not how statistics works. Like, realistically, there will be times where you get like runs like this. Right, now you can succeed as much as you want. I don't actually care at this point. Nope, okay, it does. Okay, I need everyone that deals white damage on Barfy suppression. Yeah, I need everyone that deals wide damage on Barfy suppression at the moment. While Hannah suppresses the Aleph level abnormality. Yeah, Hannah gets to suppress this thing. Her job is to suppress the Aleph level abnormality. Everyone else's job is to suppress the Aleph level abnormality that is Barfy. She's so fucking fast. Remember when I used to complain that she was too slow? Remember when that was like my major complaint about Barfy, was that she was too fucking slow? And then now she's like too fast for my characters to catch up with. Come on, get it. You're doing a good job, guys. You're doing a great job, guys. You did a good job at suppressing Barfy. Great job. Nope, you need to hit her once more. Like, literally one of you needs to hit her. I need one of you to hit her. Like, come on, guys. It's not that hard. There we go. Thank God. Well, I mean, it is that hard. You're fighting a fucking god, apparently. Oh, yeah, I was meant to send Amber down here to help out Hannah, but she's done fine. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Good job, Hannah. We did it. We fucking suppressed it. I actually can't believe that went as well as it did. Now we just need to be careful for the rest of the day, Lamau. Like, that's it. Like, once that's done, that's like the entire... Wait, what is it? Dia, Azori, and there must be a... Yeah, I was gonna say, there must be one of the, like, 3 remaining clerks in the base that's still... right, that's fine. So we can probably get enough stuff here to unlock both the heat levels, right? So that'll be 1, 2. We're not gonna get enough to do that. I think at this point we leave that. I think that's fine. Which is the other one that we've not got everything from? You guys keep turning this because we are gonna need the possibility of a sacrifice here. This is fine. It's one of these, right? So that's 3. Is there one here? 4. And then 5, because we'll be able to do the censored one. All right, yeah, cool. Right, we can definitely do 5. Do we want the suit or do we want the weapon? The weapon, we'll go for the suit. I feel like armor's better than weapons most of the time. I feel like keeping people alive tends to be more of a problem I have than killing stuff at the minute. So that's 1. As I say, we'll just keep sending Summer in here, I think. Yeah, I think we just keep sending Summer in here. And having her extract as much good from the abnormalities. But I think we just... I genuinely think I'm just going to be really fucking careful for the rest of the game. For the rest of the day now. Like, super careful. Because that went really well. I know we had to kill, like... so many new people, right? But at the end of the day, that is what I hired them for. And also, at the end of the day, that is kind of the theme of the game. It's just that I've been avoiding trying to play like that. But, like, one of the whole points of this game is supposed to be that it's fucked. And they just, like, will let people die because they can, right? Like, at the end of the day, that is kind of one of this game's main, not themes. It's not really a theme. I wouldn't call it a theme. I don't really, because is it a theme? I suppose it is. But I mean, they're not realistically trying to say anything with it. Or, well, maybe they are. But to me, it never felt like they were really trying to. I know we're going quite deep into the my understanding of this game's lore and the functional intentions behind the developers, but in my head, this game was never trying to say anything about corporations and how they, like, use people and then dispose of them and stuff. It just does that. I feel like Limbus kind of does a little bit. Like, Limbus is about lol corporation bad a little bit for some of the corporations, and it does go through, especially with, like, sort of how like disposable people are and why that's fucked up. This game has never really been about that. This game has always more been about it's fucked up, and then it's about, like, well, to me, it's always been about, like, the person, like, the people story almost. So it's been, to me, it's always been about, like, how even, like, when work's fucked, there are still the people that work it, which I suppose is kind of the same. It's going to be quite a dull day, in case you're wondering why we're now waxing philosophically about stuff. Today's probably going to become quite a dull day, because it's just going to be me trying to play this game optimally, and not, like, fucking about. Which is when this game starts getting a bit more dull, is when things don't go wrong. We'll read some lore later, we'll have the censored lore to read. But yeah, I don't know if that is the case. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but like I say, this game always struck me as way more of a thing for about, like, not workers' rights necessarily, like I was about to say, but like more about people working somewhere that sucks and then making the best of it, almost. Not even necessarily making the best of it, but just like how working somewhere that's shit affects people has always kind of been how I've read the work in this game. Because it's like most of these, like they say in the thing, right? Most of the people that work here don't like working here. That's I guess that's not what they say, but like Angela says, like, yeah, we fucking kill them all, but like they get paid a lot of money, and like people want to work here even though it's fucked. And that's kind of always been the driving force, I think, in this game compared to a lot of games that touch on stuff like this. Is this game touches on the idea that you can work somewhere, hate it, but the reason you work there is sort of for the benefits that it provides. Yeah. Like, it seems to be a lot more a game about, like, people working places they don't like. And not necessarily that isn't a bad thing, but that, like, how there's, like, reasons people want to do that. And stuff. I mean, also, it's more about, like, the characters. It's like how this game uses, you know, AI in its story, but it's not like, it's not trying to say anything about AI, because this game was made, you know, a long fucking time ago. I say a long time ago. It was made like 10 years ago. So it's not trying to say anything about AI in the modern sense. It's more trying to talk about AI in the, like, sense that we had it like a decade ago, before everything started, before all the AI boom started and stuff. Like, you know, we used to think of AI as being a good thing. I mean, I suppose some people still do. Whether or not you do is completely on you. But this game was made in a time where AI was thought of as like a good thing. You know, it was gonna replace us having to do work and shit, which, you know, I'd be down for if I didn't have to do my job, because an AI would do it, and I, you know, could just play Limbus Company all day. Then, you know, I'd be good, but that doesn't, you know, tend to be what it looks like it's gonna do. But sorry, that got very philosophical for a moment there, which is not what I was going for. It's just kind of like this game is, it's weird, because this is a game that I've always wanted to like, but never have. Until this playthrough. And it's like playing this game and it being available for people to watch. Obviously, you know, not a crazy amount of people watch these videos, but a number do. And I guess also, like, you know, not to, you know, pretend like I've got some fucking insightful take, but like, maybe the reason I like playing this and it being seen is it's sort of similar to the game where, like, you know, all these people are dying and shit, and it's pointless, you know, like me playing this game when it was my pain and this was fucking horrible and like kind of awful to play was, you know, that was bad, because I was just kind of doing it and I wasn't really enjoying it because it was fucked. I mean, it's less fucked as well because of the mods I have that make it less fucked, but, you know, it felt quite futile playing this game when, I swear to God, Barfy, if you go in here and fuck this up now, I will be so annoyed. Because I may as well send her in, because I do want the weapon at some point. You know, like, playing this felt quite futile when it was fucked. So it's like, now I'm playing it and people are watching, and it's, you know, it's good for that reason. Buffy, I swear to God. If now you have a 70% chance. There we go. I don't like these two. Like, this combo of Aleph level abnormalities, not a fan. Just the fact that, like, oh god, do we even have any clerks left? Or did they all get eaten? And they all got eaten, didn't they? They all got devoured in the Great Bite of 87. Actually, we can send you in. Yeah, we've got some stuff we can do. I think we're good. I think we're genuinely good, because this will get, once this triggers, we'll be up to nearly like crazy numbers. I hadn't considered that this could trigger. Anyway, we're done with the waxing lyrical, because we're getting quite near the end of the day. Oh, these can't trigger anymore. I hadn't considered that these can't trigger, which means that yin can't trigger, which means I don't have to worry quite as much about yin-yang escaping. Which is one of the things I was terrified of. We're going to actually do all 3 of these missions in a single day. That's crazy. Also, do you know how much lore that means I'm going to have to read tomorrow? That's so much lore. That is going to be an absolutely, frankly, ridiculous amount of lore to read. Why are you guys all still sat there? I say, why are you guys doing that? As though they have some sort of autonomy over what they're doing, and I didn't tell them to do it and then forget to tell them to move. Alpha, you go over here, actually. You go work on that. We're gonna keep sending Destiny in here, because he needs to get the last bit of his thing. Does anyone need any insight training? We obviously don't have any new people anymore. They all died, which is, you know, bad. But I don't want Amber to have the Elfies. Do you go in? I do need one of you to go thingy this. The issue here actually becomes if that triggers and I have to, like, if loads of shit starts going bad, I'm gonna have to immediately decide who dies. I need to have like a thing in my head of who the least valuable employee is. Like, who do I send into the fucking lion's nest if I only have like 20 seconds to decide? Well, I mean, I'd have infinite time to decide, I guess, because I can pause. But like, there's definitely going to be one of the Clypod things be you can't pause, right? Like, that's definitely a thing I'm not going to be allowed to do at some point. Wow, Buffy's doing a really good job. Holy shit. You can tell because just looking at her sanity, like, she hadn't taken any health damage and her sanity damage was at like almost nothing. And the only way that happens if you're working on a black abnormality is just if you haven't fucked up at all. I do really want to try and progress this, but because I don't know anything about it, and I've realistically got one of the best days we've ever had, and it only took me like 2 restarts, I think I'd just be really careful there and sort of get this done. We could, now we know enough about the Yang, we could fuck around with this. I think we will. I think at the end of the day, we'll test the boundaries of using the Yang. Sorry, the Yin. Oh, that is Yang. I've always thought Yin was like the, I was about to say evil one, that's not really how Yin Yang works. But I always thought that it was the other way around. I don't know why. I always thought Yin was the good, it just sounds like a softer word, I think is the reason. Yin sounds softer. It's not like that like harsh Aang. Although Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender is like one of the softest people in television history, so I mean... I'm kinda just talking now, like this. Probably isn't the most gripping gameplay of all time, to be honest. I thought it could be a bit of insight into the inner workings of my brain. It's a terrifying place, but I'll go in there yet. I'm looking at it. I don't know why that I don't find that awful to remember. Like, the other one I just could never remember. Didn't matter how long, how long I had that train for when I had it. I just would not remember to do it. Okay, we are probably gonna have to send someone in here. Some are going there. Amber, I'm gonna need you to go in here. Return that, just 'cause I don't want to escape yet. I think we're good, because I think... Because I think no matter what, we hit 1080 here. Oh, no, wait, that's not the number we're looking for. We aren't looking for 1080, we're looking for... Okay, yeah. Oh, no, you fucker. Sorry, it was literally on the way. We could have Frenzy in here, actually. Yeah, he'll do fine. I think these finish the day off. I think if I send these two into these two things, the day's basically done. I didn't actually watch this to see what damage it does. It seems fine though. Like, no one... Again, this just seems... This looks to me like it's just a stat check. I don't think bad's happened so far. I need to stop saying that. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I just say it and then like wonder why things go fucked up later in the day. And I'm like, oh well, what if I just stopped saying? Doesn't seem like anything's gone wrong. Like, these two will complete, and I'll get like 50 or 60. Oh, it's pulling someone in. Can you see who it is? I can't. Oh yeah, it's this guy all the way over here. It's this poor fucker. Look, if you want attention, right? Give me an alert or something. You don't need to just like pull people from other departments. It actually has the opposite effect, where when you try and pull people from other departments, I then can't send someone in to interact with you, you stupid abnormality. If all you did was not do that. Someone at some point as well is going to get these fucked up censored eyes. Which is, I don't really want anyone to have that. They look kind of fucked up. I'm not really a fan of. No one's got the blue star one yet, actually. Is this a hat? What's an eye mask? Oh, it's like the Nero Automata thing. Oh, it's like the Nier thing. I say the Nier thing, the eye mask that like... Actually, it looks more like the Index thing. Wait. It looks like the Index thing that the new Faust Index ID has on. She has that on. I wonder if that's intentional. I wonder if this has something to do with the Index. Or if it's just, you know, visually it looks similar. The Big and Will Be Bad Wolf has never escaped, which is still something that baffles me to this day. Like, this thing has never gone angry and escaped. I do want to know what the... Because there's obviously a little Red Riding Hood abnormality based on its description. I do really want to see the Little Red Riding Hood abnormality. Because knowing how this game works, it'll be fucked up. It won't just be like a child in a red hood. It'll be like something else. I don't really know what it'll be. But do we have any records for this? No, you don't start with any records. We did the one for the shoes, right? Did we do the shoes? Yeah, we did. We did the shoes. We read the shoes. We read Blue Stars, right? It was the one about like going in and meeting the stars. Yep, we read this. We read the fish. We'll send someone in here. We will just like fuck about with the yang to try and. I think it was. No, it just heals them periodically. Oh. Yeah, don't put him in the containment unit. It seemed like it was holding it, like with most of these, it seemed like holding it for a certain amount of time was what triggered it. Which I find fascinating, because like, with this one, the timer doesn't seem that long. The timer seems, if I was guessing, I'd say it's either a minute or like a minute and a half. No, it has to be less than that. Because I've had people pick this up. I've had multiple times people pick this up and then hold it for like ages. So it must be like a minute or like 45 seconds or something. All it does is restore SP. If you could pick this up and like put it on someone, like when Barfi was escaping earlier, if I could have put it on, please note that when it escapes, Yang will escape. We confirmed the same problem will occur even when an employee is wearing it. And then we just need him to wear it for like 20 seconds. We can essentially just fast forward until this unlocks, right? I'm going to tell him to go put it back. And then tell him to grab it again. Oh, it doesn't give the time limit. It just says it periodically heals them and you can't put them in the unit. But it does definitely have a time limit. Huh, that's really weird. That's really, really weird, because it definitely has a time limit, because if people hold it for too long, it dingies them, but it just doesn't mention it. And most of the time, they're pretty good about telling you about it. Censored. Any recorded attempt about censored will cause severe mental... What? Any recorded attempt about... Oh, I see. It means, like, reading about it. Okay. Will cause severe mental corruption to both the speaker and the listener. Therefore, any record about the appearance of censored will not be tolerated. Any and all voice and written records containing descriptions will have specific parts deleted. And all the work pertaining to this must be given to level 5 or above employees. Randy. I feel sorry for sending such a competent employee like you to the containment unit. Do you have any last words before proceeding? Of course, when I say last words, it's just precautionary. Censored. Well, there's no other choice. I have the highest resistance level against the recognition decay. I have been apathetic towards everything ever since I was young. I was often told that I lack empathy and I wasn't normal. But when I joined here, my abnormal ability became key to saving everyone. This is something I can never experience anywhere else. Randy. I'm telling you this again. Yes, you have the highest resistance level against the recognition decay, but that's only for the human standard. If you suffer from uncontrollable thoughts, or decide to count down from 10, but have forgotten what 10 even is, or you start to puke, or drool uncontrollably, or you believe that you're somewhere else and not in the company, or that you suddenly feel insignificant and think that not breathing is your only hope, you must leave the unit immediately. If you tell me that one more time, it'll make 13, Randy. We will be monitoring you in real time. All the cameras will be turned off and your voice record will be updated after the work is finished. Needless to say, I'm worried about you. Okay, be everything I just told you. Go inside, don't work, just observe the task of Censored, who will be accompanying me inside. It's there where I'll record everything that happens. Even if Censored is in trouble, I resist the urge to rescue unless ordered otherwise, right? Ramdu. Correct. I will now count to 10 and you will be disconnected. Good luck and Godspeed. I have no regrets. I consider myself very lucky compared to the others because I get to leave my last voice record. Well, I mean last only as a precaution, but alright. Your voice record will be eternally archived and all your fellow employees will remember you. 3, 2, 1. End of recording. Censored. Admit, Randy, that looks just like our Censored from a long time ago. I forgot I'm the only one who can see this. Censored and Censored seem like they're able to breed Censored, who was with me became Censored. It seems to be a process of I feel a little sick, but I'm good. Beep just came out from Beep's beep. Beep just started to scream like Beep. The cries, can you hear them? It reminds me of Beep. Sound Beep. Now I get it. That is our Beep. That's why Beep exists. This is worse than all the other scenes that I've seen. I can't move. It seems Beep has made me its next target. It's coming towards me. I'll put the recorder in my Beep. I hope this record will help everyone. Even after we adopted a recognition filter, many managers lost their minds. Half of the reasons were due to Beep. Even if we raise the recognition filter to the highest level, at the risk of having employees or other abnormalities be perceived as extremely simple, the managers will still become insane as soon as this abnormality comes into sight. We can't blind the manager just because of this one abnormality. We're in a dilemma. The only solution we could come up with was a suggestion from an employee. What if we cover the employee with a giant the abnormality with a giant blur? If any system issue deletes the blur from the abnormality, we'll then have to sincerely think about how to deal with the manager. I like it says blur, but then it's just covered in the word censored, which isn't how you blur something. The censored one is so funny. Like the idea that out of everything in this place, there's something that's so fucked that looking at it kills you. Essentially. Or it like drives you mad, and then it apparently breeds with you and creates smaller sensors. Like, it's so fucked. Right, that's our day done. Day 38. Look at that. We got B. This is our first B, I think. I'm pretty sure this is our first B, isn't it? I don't think we've ever had a B before. We might have. I do think that, like, panicking should have some degree of permanent ramification. It doesn't seem to. Like, if I look at Barfy. Where the fuck is Barfy? Does this only show people that... I think this only shows people whose stats change, doesn't it? So obviously wouldn't show Barfy. Because all the stats are at max. Yeah, this only shows people whose stats didn't change. I mean, changed. So yeah, this doesn't have Azuri on here either. All 4 of the new people we hired died. 2 people panicked, which, to be fair, 2 of those were them dying, and then 1 panicked. R.I.P. the dead people. Well, we will miss you forever.